What is the difference between meditation and investigation or self-inquiry? Both amount to the same. Those unfit for investigation must practice meditation. In meditation, the aspirant forgetting himself meditates, I am Brahma or I am Shiva, and by this method holds on to the Brahma or Shiva. This will ultimately end with the residual awareness of Brahma or Shiva as a being. He will then realize that this is pure being, that is the self. He who engages in investigation or self-inquiry starts by holding on to himself, and by asking himself, who am I? The self becomes clear to him. Mentally imagining oneself to be supreme reality, which since as existent consciousness bliss, is meditation. Fixing the mind in the self so that unreal seed of delusion will die is self-inquiry or inquiry or investigation. Whoever meditates upon the self in whatever bhava, mental image, attain it only in that image. Those peaceful ones who remain quiet without any such a bhava attain the noble and unqualified state of Kaivalya, the formless state of the self. Question: meditation is more direct than investigation because the former hold on to the truth, whereas the later shift the truth from the untruth. Answer by Ramana Maharshi. For the beginner, meditation on a form is more easy and agreeable. Practice of it leads to self-inquiry, which consists in shifting the reality from unreality. What is the use of holding on to the truth when you are filled with antagonist factors? Self-inquiry directly leads to realization by removing the obstacle which makes you think that the self is not already realized. Meditation differs according to the degree of advancement of the seeker. If one is fit for the one might directly hold on to the thinker, and the thinker will then automatically sink into his source, pure consciousness. If one cannot directly hold on to the thinker, one must meditate on God, and in due course the same individual will have become sufficiently pure to hold on to the thinker and to sink into absolute being. Meditation is possible only if the ego is kept. There is the ego and the object meditate upon. The method is therefore indirect because the self is only one. Seeking the ego, that is seeking the ego that is its source. The ego disappears, what is left over is the self. This is the method is direct one. So these are the difference between meditation and self-inquiry or investigation. By Ramana Maharshi.